after David left our farm, we went back to the routine of our usual farm life. Our parents are incredibly busy currently. It's springtime and they're planting and very busy, but I really appreciate the fact that they stop, constantly throughout the day to play with our kids and just teach our kids about different things. Kids love it when Grandpa spins them, and it's a lot of hard work, right? But Grandpa is always, there for the kids.
오케이, 이제 이게 끝이에요. 오케이, 이제 끝. 오케이, no more. No. 올라가봐, 나미리. 형아 위에 올라가. 나미리 형아 위에 올라가. 자, 나미리도 점프. 아이고, 잘하네.
The kids really also like to jump on the trampoline, and then they wait on the net for the grandpa to push them down, and that's also one of their favorite pastimes. So our kids love to play outside all day long. The moment they wake up, they go outside and they will say, just serve us breakfast outside. And they don't come in, and then of course Ezra and Levi kind of get into all sorts of trouble outside.
니네들 뭐해? 신발도 안 신고. 아이고, 모래 그렇게 서로한테 하지 마세요. 아이고, Ezra, no.
One time I caught Ezra and Levi throwing sand all over their body, which seems to happen often these days.
Ezra, 너 엄마한테 혼난다. 이제 집에 들어가서. 엄마가 흙 그렇게.
After all the hot mess of throwing sand all over their hair and body, they took a shower that evening, and when they come out of the shower, they love to get into these buckets in the living room and for the grandpa to spin them around.
형아가 푸셔주고 있잖아. 자, 뭐 하고 있어요? 셋은 뭐 만들어요? 우물. 예전에 롤러스케이트 하고 있어 지금.
셋은 아이스케이트 하려고 파고 있어.
와우, 셋이 지금 우물 파고 있어요.
왜냐면 아이스케이트 하기.
와우, 우물에서 물이 나오면 아이스케이트 할 거예요?
The next day, Seth, I guess Ezra really wanted to ice skate. So he's just skating around the sand saying he was going to ice skate. And then Seth is like, you know what, I will make that happen for you. So he starts digging the ground, and I asked him, what are you doing? And he says, I'm digging. So I'm digging a well, actually. And when the water comes out from the well, we're going to freeze it and make it into an ice skating rink. And I thought that was very interesting and funny.
먼저 어떻게 만드냐면 먼저 손으로 긁어야 돼. 그 다음에
오케이.
삽으로
응?
더 해야 돼. 애들아 여기서 나와. 애들아 나왔어.
오, 에즈라도 잘한다. 에즈라는 뭐 해요? 에즈라 농사하는 거야.
시원해.
응, 시원해. 안에 들어가면 시원해. 지금 바깥에가 너무 더워서 안에서 놀아. 흙 가지고.
So Levi, he sat on the pit or the well that Seth dug, and because it was kind of warm outside that day, and Levi just likes to be comfortable. He doesn't like to be inconvenienced. So he was sitting there to cool himself off.
Ready, get set, go. Good job.
So our kids get kicks out of doing simple things, such as just running up and down the walkway that we have that's attached to the storage by the house.
Ready, get set, get go. Yay, good job, good job.
할머니 힘을 짓는다. 너와 할머니
아이고 잘해. 앞집에,
사방
뒷집에.
이사방 우주다 근데 하야도 하나님이 말씀 지워지는
So one day we decided to go to Nashville to get some groceries. It's about an hour and a half away, but they do have a Korean grocery store, a little one. And in the car, Ezra started singing Noah and the Ark song in Korean. And then he started praying for Dad, praying for Uncle Joe, who is David's brother, and then Uncle Dan, who is my brother. And he was praying for their safety with COVID as my brother and David's brother, they also have their private practice out in Seattle area. So he was just praying for safety for all of them. And I thought that was very sweet of him.
아빠 그날 지켜주세요 엉크도 하고
삼촌,
사촌하고 엉크도 하고
아빠하고,
아빠하고
삼촌하고.
손 안 가야 해주세요
네.
손 안 가야 해주세요
네.
손
간절히
간절프 해주세요
네.
누워 할아버지 지켜주세요
네. 아멘. 아이고.
While driving there to Nashville, it was so beautiful because we have all these yellow flowers, just fields of it on both sides, and then also the cherry blossoms and the dogwoods, the white and pink flower trees all over. And it's May 2020, and the springtime in the countryside is very gorgeous. So we bought these ramen noodles for the contractors that's building the house, okay? So once in a while, we'll make these ramen noodles for them. And one day, as I made it for the contractors and, I was trying to bring it over to them, the kids saw it and they were begging for it. So, ramen is not the most healthiest food, so we don't necessarily serve it to our kids all that often. But they insisted on it. So after they had a full meal, like not too long after, they all sat down and started eating ramen noodles. And then after, they ate this Korean snacks, which probably even my parents and grandparents grew up on, where they would stick the fingers and eat it. And they like to do that.
아이고 잘했어요. 아이고 잘했어요.
So these Korean snacks, they are not sweet, they are not salty. It's actually very, very bland, almost like a roasted grain, and but it still tastes pretty good.
Good job. 잘했어요.
And as you've seen before, one of their favorite things to do is on the playground, riding the swing set, and everybody, especially Levi, likes to go up very high. So they will always just yell out, "Grandpa, higher, higher, higher."
저 재밌어?
Ezra likes to try all sorts of positions on the swing, and he's a little bit more adventurous.
너 해봐이?
뭐를?
빌리?
빨리 해봐. Wow.
So one day he was, of course, just, being adventurous, and then I just heard him scream. And then when I ran, I saw that he was trying to climb the slide, going up, not where the staircase is, but where the slide comes down. He was trying to climb up that way, and then he dislocated his arm, and he was just screaming in pain. So then we drove to the closest ER, which is about 45 minutes away, and he cried the whole way. We were in the waiting room, and then by the time the doctor came in, we had, from the time he dislocated till then, it was about 3 hours later, and he was crying nonstop for 3 hours.
팔 다쳤어. 우리 아빠한테 전화할까?
The doctor came in and he, felt his arm around, and then we heard a click. So I think he fixed it, but Ezra still kept crying, okay? And then the nurse finally she brings this popsicle, this green popsicle, and then I asked Ezra, do you want it or not? And he's like, oh, I want it. So he starts licking, and then little by little, he stopped crying. And he was fine after that. So he fell asleep on our way back to our farm. And yeah, it was quite an adventure today, but we're thankful that nothing more happened.
빨리 봐. 깨구리. 에스라 좋은가 봐. 에스라한테 가네. 뿅. 깨구리인가 두꺼비인가 모르겠다. 뿅. 맞추지 마.
So the next day, Grandpa finds a frog on the farm, okay? So he's excitedly calling the kids.
아빠도
살짝 건드려주세요. 살짝. 엉덩이 쪽을 밀어. 살짝 그렇지.
And of course, Ezra, he wants to like touch the frog and do everything. And finally, he starts confessing his love to the frog, which was kind of funny.
아니 Ezra, I love you 개구리 그렇게.
So next, I'm going to introduce you to one of like very well-known Korean culture kind of thing, okay? It's called ondorpang. So it's a heated floor. So how you build it is you the flooring you put a lot of bricks under with I think dirt, and you put enough space where you can heat the floor with firewood. So my parents built this like small, maybe 10 by 10 or 12 by 12 room on side of their, house, and that's where they sleep. They love the heated floor. So one day, Ezra, you have to heat the floors maybe about 12 hours before you start feeling the heat in the room. So my dad likes to put the heat in the morning, and then at nighttime it's warm. Ezra wasn't listening, and he kept playing with the fire, and I had to have a talk with him.
엄마한테 와보세요. 일로 와봐. 아니 여기 엄마 보세요. Ezra 엄마 보세요. 엄마가 불에서 놀으라고 했어요? 놀지 말라 그랬어요?
놀지 말래랬어.
근데 Ezra 놀았어요? 안 놀았어요?
놀랬어.
그렇게 하면 돼요? 안 돼요?
안 돼.
그러면은 Ezra 엄마 말 안 들었으면 consequence 있어야 할 텐데 무슨 consequence 있을까?
타임아웃.
타임아웃? Ezra 엄마랑 타임아웃 하러 갑시다.
So Grandpa clips everyone's nails, and he's farsighted, so he wears two sets of glasses to do this. I find this funny, but I guess he trusts himself more than he trusts me, I guess. When Seth was a baby, I tried to clip his nail, and then I had a little nick in his hand. And then so after that, Grandpa is always like, no, I will trim it. So they always watch Grandpa and Grandma, right? And they are always gathering sticks to light the fire, the wood stove fire at home, like inside the house, as well as that undorpang, the outside, to heat the floor of that room. And now kids on their own, which is so sweet, they go around picking branches when Grandpa and Grandma, they're farming to help them out. And they take the crate all over the property, find branches together, and then put it right on the deck, so it'll be easy for Grandpa to light the fire that night.
어디 가요? 이거 branch 다 컬렉트했어요? 이거 뭐 하려고? 불 때우려고. 아유 착해. 할머니 도와주려고? 아이고 착해요.
Even though kids, they make a hot mess everywhere, they like to be helpful in their own way, And so one day, Ezra and Levi were trying to help fold the laundry, but Levi he ended up trying to wear one instead.
자, 그래서 팬티 계세요.
이거 좀 할 거야.
네.
그래서
잘했어요. 이제 팬티 좀 개요. 예쁘게.
And of course, the kids, they try to be helpful again. One area where they are actually helpful is helping grandparents gather the sticks all over the property so that grandparents can clear the land to farm.
잘했어요.
많이 넘었어.
어이구, 애들한테 많이 줬네. Good job, Ezra.
We had not seen David for 1 month since he last visited, and a month later he came to visit us again. And as soon as the kids saw his car pulling into the road, they started running out to meet him because they were so excited.
남이다, 아빠. 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 남이다, 아빠. Hi, Appa.
When I started driving into the farm, I noticed that Seth was so excited to see me. He was running out and chasing the minivan.
하이 나민이. 아빠 왔어요.
아빠.
왔어요. 하이 나민이. 하이 Seth.
Levi also came out to greet me, and I gave him a big hug. Unfortunately, Ezra was sleeping, so I didn't get to see him until he woke up from his nap. When I came this time, I brought some toys for the boys, some sand toys like dump trucks, and I heard that they like to play in the dirt a lot, so I brought some more beach toys that they can play in the dirt. Also, I brought, the kids love making bubbles, so I found this bubble maker that it's like a big wand and it makes these humongous bubbles. And the kids just loved it. When they saw these huge bubbles coming out, even they didn't even have to blow it. Sometimes the air would come and make big bubbles. So I got to play with them. One of their favorite things is to play at the playground. So I had a chance to play with them in the swings and also the trampoline. Seth and Ezra wanted to show me the new house that was under construction, so they took me there and showed me around. It was so cute because Ezra, he wanted to show me where each room was and where the bathrooms were and where the showers were, and he actually demonstrated to me what you do in a shower, like shampooing your hair, and so I thought it was really funny. When we were in Korea to pick up Levi, we actually went shopping at some Korean traditional outfit stores and picked up Hanbok. Hanbok is the name of the Korean traditional dress. So we picked up one for Esther and me, and also one each for our children. And we thought this would be a great opportunity to do a photo shoot. Now I have a particular interest in photography, so I decided to bring my camera and we did a photo shoot outside.
에즈라도 엄마 봐봐.
There are two different types of hanboks nowadays. There's the more contemporary version, and it's more casual style. And so we bought one set of those for the children. So I took a few shots with them.
아빠 보는 사람 선물 줄게요.
We also bought more traditional, formal type of hanbok, and we changed into those, and the entire family decided to change into them. I took a few shots with my camera of the kids with the Hanbok, standing near the chopped wood and also on the tractor. And then I asked Grandpa to hold the camera and shoot for us while I stood in with the family. So here are the results of some of those shots. I hope you enjoy them. My wife and children have been there for 8 weeks. So we're finally going home to Atlanta.
Ezra's knocked down. Say hi. Say hi here.
Hi.
Let me do hi.
Hey.
Oh, he says hi.